definitely give me 30 seconds there, Saints. Huh? All right, getting ready. Give me 30 seconds. What's this? Or this? This? Yeah. Thought it was GTC in front of it. All right, Saints, let's get ready with the. All right. I hope you're seeing my screen. All right, so this is one of our sessions, Saints, as we look at educating the family. I want to talk to you about the COVID-19 vaccines this evening. I also got some video clips for the young people. Glad to see Caleb and Malachi. Where's my seven? Seven, where are you, my dear? Praise God. You know, Pastor, take full attendance. I'm not like those teachers who hide behind the screen. Amen. Praise God. So glad to see you. All right, real quick. Here's the agenda, educating the church. Want to talk to you about the efficacy of the vaccine. Nice big word, efficacious. It just means effective. And the safety of the vaccine and the trial information. And then this mRNA. What is this mRNA all about? And then I got a video clip. You know, I was hoping to have Dr. Fossey live, and that's a UCI, explain how it works. And then, you know, the COVID-19 virus in the vaccine. All right. So, and then talk about the side effects. And then last, remind you to mask up. And finally, for the kids. All right, for the kids. We see, yes, I got some hands up. All right, let me see. All right, hold the questions to me a little bit. I'll get the questions later, all right? Yes, I'll give you the answers later. All right, all right. Efficacy, all right. Are the vaccines effective? Okay, let's talk about that real quick. The vaccine is over 94 plus, so 95, 96% effective. And the vaccine is also the best way to protect ourselves and others from this COVID-19. So many are very fearful coming out to your job, and maybe not to your job because you're getting a paycheck, but maybe going to church, maybe going to the hair salon, maybe going to your favorite dining location, restaurant. But as the vaccine becomes more available, I want to encourage you to talk to your primary physician. I think he or she is the best person because everyone has a unique body system. So it's important that you speak to your doctor. Second, let's talk about safety. The vaccines, they are safe. One, the vaccines have gone through the same rigorous review that all vaccines must follow. I know there's a concern how this happened in less than 10 months. Less than 10 months. All right. But here is what really happened is the fact that our president, Donald Trump, then gave the scientists an open checkbook where they had no constraints as it relates to money, as relates to resource, and they were able to acquire all that they need to warp speed, if you want to use this term, to move this through the pipeline. But this vaccine or the study has been on for years, and I'll show you that. The FDA, Federal Drug Association, has approved two vaccines, the Pfizer BioNTech and the Moderna. Now we know that Johnson & Johnson has come out with a third vaccine. Now, the trial information, all right, the trial information. This is, here are the difference with the two major vaccines that have been approved. One, the Pfizer BioNTech vaccine clinical trial, two-third clinical, had over 43,000 participants. And that was at 152 clinical sites across the globe. So the Pfizer vaccine is being tested across the globe. So that's, a wider sampling sites. And the globe, 130 of them were in the US. 130 were in the US. Now the Moderna vaccine is in phase 3 clinical trials, and about 30,400 patients from the US only. So the difference is one had 43,000 participants and the Moderna had 30,000, and the Moderna pretty much went through its clinical trials primarily in the US only. The vaccines, they are held to the very same rigorous safety and effective standards as all other types of vaccines that we have come to love and come to utilize, the MMR. Okay, so these are the flu vaccines. So it is, did the Pfizer and the Moderna, the COVID-19 vaccine, they went through the same rigorous safety standards. What is the mRNA? Gets a little bit technical here, right? And for those bio minds, all right, facts about the mRNA. mRNA stands for messenger ribonucleic acids. Are you seeing it now? Let me go back. All right, let me go back a little bit. Actually, you're seeing the screen now. All right, sorry for that, for those who were able to see the screens. All right. All right, you can just hit me in the text chat, please. All right, get me in the text. All right, just get on. Okay, let me get on to Zoom myself with you. Make sure what you're seeing, I'm seeing. All right, give me 30 seconds. All right, I think we're good now. All right, sorry for that. All right, let's start from the top again. Again, today we're educating the church family about the COVID-19 vaccines, SOMA vaccinations. The content is being pulled from, and we're going to talk about the SOMA's website and how it relates to being able to attain the vaccination or the COVID-19 vaccines at Yankee Stadium for Bronx residents only. All right, great. So tonight's agenda, educating the church, the efficacy of the vaccine, the safety of the vaccine, the trial information, the mRNA, messenger ribonucleic acids. Dr. Fossey explains how the mRNA works, the COVID-19 virus and the vaccines. Is COVID-19 virus in the vaccines? And the side effects of the vaccines, and mask up is still one of the best defense. And finally, for our kids, we have 4 short video clips just to educate you as we move along in this pandemic. Some folks are saying post-pandemic, but we're still in the thick of it. As much as the vaccines are being rolled out, we know by the scientists that until there is herd immunity, where at least 70 or maybe 80% of the population is vaccinated. Now let's talk about how effective are the vaccines. Efficacy. How effective are the vaccines? The vaccine is over 94+% effective. 94% effective. The vaccine is the best way to protect yourself and others from COVID-19. And we will talk about that alongside the mask. Now, safe. How safe is this vaccine? The vaccines have gone through safe, rigorous review that all vaccines must go through. So there was no exception given to the COVID-19 vaccine. It also went through that rigorous test to ensure that it is indeed ready and be able to used in the arms of the nation. Also, FDA approved this vaccine. Yes, it was an emergency approval. It just means give it a priority. And Pfizer, BioNTech, and Moderna vaccines, these two are readily been approved and readily available for the nation. Let's talk about the difference between the two vaccines. You know, I heard someone say it's like Pepsi and Coke, right? And they're even talking about if you got the Pfizer, it's okay, your second shot to be the Moderna. And if your first shot was Moderna, it's okay to take the Pfizer as your second shot. We heard about that, and they're saying they're so similar, but based upon the trial and the data showed us that if it was the Pfizer first dose, the second dose was Pfizer, the booster shot. Moderna first dose, the second dose, Moderna booster shot. So I would recommend not mixing them. As much as they say it's the same, but based upon the data, I just want to stick with the data, the research, they tested not with the cross vaccine, they tested Moderna with Moderna, Pfizer with Pfizer. See here are the trials. The Pfizer BioNTech vaccine clinical trial had 2/3 clinical over 43,000 participants at 152 sites across the globe. So that was a global test. As opposed to the Moderna 3 clinical trials that had 30,400 patients from the US alone. And then the vaccines are held at the same rigorous safety effectiveness. So the Moderna US, the Pfizer is global. Now, what is this mRNA? A little diagram for cell, showing the cell wall, showing the nucleus, and showing you the genetic code, the DNA. mRNA stands for messenger ribonucleic acids. The vaccine have been studied before the Zika, rabies, and the cryptomegachlorovirus. So therefore, the study has been around since 1989. That's about 30 years. Research of the mRNA when this began. Now, in 1990, the first mRNA vaccines were developed. So it's not just 2020. So in 1990, the first vaccine was developed. As far as the trials and so on, here is where now the funding came in. Now, once the cause of the COVID-19 was known to scientists, they began designing the mRNA instructions for cells to build the unique spike in protein into the mRNA vaccine. So that was pretty much happened as a result of knowing what happened in China. Now, the Chinese scientists published the genetic code of the vaccine of 2019, COVID-19 in January 2020. So, we pretty much got word of it in March when we shut down the city, right? We had to shut down our churches in March. By that time in January, the Chinese scientists had the actual code. Now, once they had the code, they were not able to create the vaccine. Now, let's go to the professional, right? Dr. Fauci, all right? He knows best, and he has been the one we've been listening to. We just thank God for him at 80, still has his brain intact and still holding down the fort. He is now the chief medical advisor for President Joe Biden. So let's take a listen. All right, let me get to Fauci's video in a minute. All right. I'll come back to that video, all right? Now let's talk about the facts and fiction, all right? mRNA vaccine do not use live virus that causes COVID-19. They don't. They do not affect or interact with our DNA. The mRNA never enters the nucleus of the cell, which is where our DNA genetic material is kept. And finally, the cell breaks down and gets rid of the mRNA soon after it's finished doing its business, after it completes its instruction. Pretty much a summary of what Dr. Fauci would actually say. And I'll get the video clip in a minute. Side effects. What are the side effects? Now, there are no serious side effects of the vaccine have been observed in clinical trials. However, we have heard about in Manhattan at Jacob Javits Center that elderly man died after taking his shot. So it says 94%. So there's a 6% trial there or error there, right? It is normal, and I don't even call this side effects. It is normal for your body to have an immune response after being vaccinated. So you start getting a little fever, You start getting those chills. That shows that your body recognizes this foreign object and begins to attack this new protein that's in the body and building up as a result this immune system. So therefore, when the real deal happens, the body knows now how to really attack this virus. So pretty much what we are doing, we are training the body to recognize the real deal. The immune response is a sign that the vaccine is working. So we can spend time to discuss and debate side effects versus immune response. Side effects versus immune response. That'll be a good discussion or research for young people or college age. Side effects versus immune response to these different these different vaccines. Mask up. Even after you're vaccinated, don't throw out your mask. COVID-19 vaccines are just one of many important tools to help us stop the spread of this pandemic. Now, I encourage you, and as the CDC does, and as your pastor advocating that, use all the tools that we were given to combat, to fight this COVID-19. Wear your mask. Wear it properly. Wash your hands. Wash them for 20 seconds. Say the Lord's Prayer. Social distance. Stay 6 feet apart from especially folks who are not a member of your immediate household. Not just family, because your family may live across the block or a different town. But when you come together, you let your guard down, not knowing their lifestyle, meaning did they go places where they may have potentially exposed themselves, and they may be asymptomatic. Simply means they're not coughing, they're not sneezing, they don't have a fever, but they could be contagious. Avoid large crowds, and that's why even for church, we're not back at our full capacity. We have reduced it to just 45 members. And we try our best not to have a full capacity. Thank God we have the option of an 8 a.m. service and an 11 a.m. service. Now here, right, that gets the kids excited right now. All right, so I got 4 videos. All right, 4 videos. And I'm going to show you about going shopping outdoor, just 2 minutes, 3 seconds. Then, are you feeling okay? This is important. If you don't feel okay, don't go to school. Don't leave your home. It may not be COVID, but it could be until the doctor sees you and give you the clearance. Going out to the park and playing safely. Can we do that? Well, the weather is still cold, but here's a little video clip, 2 minutes, that's gonna give you some ideas. And then going back to school. Some of you have not stopped. Some of you have done hybrid. Some of you have done cohort where half the class is going in a few days. Whatever way you're going, here are some tips from the SOMO kids. All right, video 1. All right. On the screen. Do that. Should just play. All right. Just go like that. Let's go right into the video. And then I gotta show the screen. All right. Go. All right, here comes the first video clip. All right, kids, are you ready for me? All right, here we go. Okay, great. All right, here we go.
I gotta go, friends. Today I'm gonna go shopping with Mom and Maya. See ya. Be careful.
And don't forget, don't touch the T-zone.
I won't forget. Bye. Somos kids. Same places, new walls. It's a beautiful day.
Sure is a lovely sunny day.
Mom says we can't pick up anything off of the ground. It could have germs.
That's right. Even if it's pretty and shiny, it's better to leave it where you found it. Girls, come over here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 feet apart. No! Always keep your hands clean. Don't touch your little face. Our nose, eyes, and mouth are all part of the T-zone. Katie, no!
Well done. To keep our immune system strong and healthy, we need to eat more fruit and less candy.
Friends, today was a really fun day. I learned that we shouldn't be scared going outside, long as we're careful and follow the proper health and safety guidelines. We can still have great adventures soon. Let's stay healthy. Remember, don't touch the T-zone. Don't touch your face, especially your eyes, nose, and mouth.
Right, don't touch the T-zone.
Tengo que irme, amigos. Hoy acompañaré a Mamá Maya a...
All right, let me get you back to... All right, so we just went shopping. Let's look at the couple of quick review. Lessons learned. As you go shopping, don't touch the T-zone. That's the eyes, nose, and mouth. Second, don't pick up anything off the ground. If it falls, let it stay there. Third, stay 6 feet apart. You saw at the subway, you may not even have those markers, but you notice how she moved away from the other person and got closer to her family. Avoid crowd. The subway came and that was full. So she stepped back and waited for another train that was less crowded. So what that means, you got to give yourself some more time as you travel. And eat healthy. Fruits and vegetables. Lay off those Cheetos and, and M&Ms and Snicker bars. All right, the next video is, are you feeling okay? All right, are you feeling okay? Let me get you there. All right. All right, here we go. Video number 2.
Are you okay?
I could dance for hours and I never get tired.
Katie, are you feeling okay?
I don't feel well. I can't explain it. I don't want to sing or dance. Oh, no.
You don't have a fever, but we should go to the doctor just to be safe.
No, Mommy, please, no. He's gonna give me a shot! And I'm so scared of needles! Oh, no.
I know what we can do. Follow me, Maya.
Okay. Ugh, I don't want to talk. Hey, Juan.
Good morning, Katie. I am calling about your appointment. In just a moment, a Somos physician will be with you. Hi, Katie. How are you feeling?
I feel weird.
Does your body hurt anywhere? Do me a favor and touch your throat, your chest, and then your stomach.
No, it doesn't hurt. Only my legs hurt. I think I was dancing too much.
Most likely you're just a little tired out and just need to rest.
Are you really gonna give me a shot? I'm really scared of needles.
There's no need, Katie, but getting your shots is also important because they protect you from bad diseases. So there's no need to be scared of them.
Oh, okay.
Before you go, I want to tell you something. It's very important for all children to be seen by a doctor in order to monitor their growth, development, and general health and well-being. Parents can contact the Somos doctor who will help you get better. Somos doctors speak your language, so it's really easy to talk to them.
Thank you, everyone. I'm already feeling so much better. Love you all.
Let's stay healthy. Remember, if you feel sick, tell an adult like mom, dad, or your teacher. They'll make sure you get the help you need to get better.
Let me get to the next video clip. Now we're going to the park. Okay.
You're it.
I love that we could go out together again.
But going to the park without playing is no fun.
What if we play tag?
What about social distancing?
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
I've got it. Follow me.
Wait! It could be dangerous.
One. That looked so cool.
The metal can carry the virus. Better not to touch it. But wait, you already touched it. You should put some hand sanitizer on.
And don't touch the T-zone. Eyes, nose, and mouth.
I don't have any hand sanitizer.
You didn't bring any? Uh-oh, we're in trouble. Follow me. Mommy, Nia touched the seesaw, and now she has to clean her hands. Okay, come here, Nia. I'll help you. Don't worry, Nia. My mom is a doctor. Tell your parents to give you a little bottle of hand sanitizer so you can always bring it with you.
Thanks.
Mom, can we go home? It's impossible to play in the park. Why don't you play tag?
Tag?
That's right, shadow tag. Here, I'll show you. See? Instead of touching the other person, you touch their shadow.
I love it!
Hi there.
Hi, Devon, Jenny, Maya. Come play.
Dad, you play too.
Let's stay healthy.
Remember, mask up. When you go outside, make sure that you wear your mask. Your mask needs to cover your nose and mouth.
What is the correct way to wear a facial covering? Only over the mouth?
No.
Only over the nose?
No.
Over both the nose and mouth?
Yes.
All right. We got one more
Are
video.
you ready for tomorrow? I got a new bag.
All right. Hope the kids are getting this. Now this is going to school. All right. Going to school. All right, get ready. 1, 2, 3.
Are you ready for tomorrow?
I got a new backpack.
And I got my mask and my hand sanitizer.
Mia, it's time for bed.
Good night. I can't wait to see you all again tomorrow.
Bye, good night. Somos kids.
Stay safe in school.
Mia, your temperature is 97.7. You're good to go.
I knew it.
And me?
Juan, your temperature is 97.7.
We're the same. Give me 5.
Not with your hands. Use your elbows instead. Do the Corona shake.
My friends, I miss you all so much.
There have been changes.
Hi, Katie. Let's take your temperature. As a safety measure, every child must sit at their own individual desk.
Oh.
If you sneeze or cough, do it like so. Never ever touch the T-zone. Eyes, nose, and mouth. Maintain social distancing and wash your hands. If there's no soap in the bathroom, let me know.
Mia, can I borrow a pencil?
Miss Gomez, am I allowed to lend Juan a pencil?
No!
I knew it.
I know there are a lot of changes, children, but it's important to take care of ourselves so we don't get sick.
Mia, I love your flower mask.
I like yours too.
Wanna switch? Blech.
You'd be switching germs.
That's right, Juan. Well said. And good job, all 3 of you, for socially distancing during lunch.
See you tomorrow.
Katie, hon, there won't be another in-person class until next week.
Oh.
At first it was really weird, but then kind of fun.
And we all learn how to keep safe and healthy in school. Let's stay healthy. Remember, wash your hands with soap and water. Sing the happy birthday song to make sure it's long enough to get rid of germs.
Come on, clap your hands for that.
¿Listos para mañana? Yo tengo una mochila nueva. Yo misma
All right. Let me get Dr. Facci up. All right, and then we're going to go right into the main program here. All right, do I have Dr. Facci here? Because he's the expert. Let me just see here if I get him. See him right here. Hang on. So I want to thank you all, saints, for your time and attention. I pray that this video clip was helpful to you and the children. Also allow them not to be fearful, right?
Hello, and welcome to Brain Pop News. Few scientists are household names. Our next guest is. You've probably seen Dr. Anthony Fauci in the news. He also
This is it. All right, here we go. Here's Dr. Facci. Found you. Let's go here. All right, let's hear from the expert, saints. You know, I'm no expert. I'm just, all right, here we go. Bam, very short video, only 5 minutes. Yep.
As regular people try to understand the virus and how we might treat it or cure it, there's an opportunity to learn more about how the human body works, the immune system, the normal workings of the body. We've been reading that the vaccine that's furthest along is an RNA vaccine. Now, can you explain in the most kid-friendly terms possible how an RNA vaccine works and how it maybe differs from a typical vaccine?
Well, I think first you have to go back and talk about what the genetic code of all life is. That everything that is living has in common what we call genes. And genes are certain building blocks of knowledge and function that makes you look like you look, how tall you are, how short you are, what the color of your eyes are, and all kinds of things. And the way those building blocks, those genes do it, it's made up of a substance called DNA. And what DNA does is that's where the code is. So if you want to make skin or make something that repairs your body or even develops you as a human being, these codes make protein, but they can't make protein directly. What they do is they send out messages, and these messages are called RNA. And the RNA then is the signal to make a particular protein. So let's say the protein is your own blood to keep you alive. You have the genes, the codes, that codes for an RNA. The RNA codes for a protein, and the protein is the thing you want to make. That could be anything. So how does that relate to a vaccine? With a vaccine, what you want is you want the body to see a part of the virus that induces in it a response to ultimately protect you. Now, when you get infected, you can get sick or you can get mild symptoms, but when you recover because the body did something to get rid of the virus. It made what's called an antibody, which is a protein that when it sees the virus, it attacks the virus. Your body makes that. So when you have a natural infection, the body responds to that natural infection by making all of these proteins so that the next time you get exposed to that virus doesn't have a chance. Proteins, boom, they attack them like an army attacking an enemy. So when we make a vaccine, we've got to mimic natural infection, but we don't want to make you get infected. We want to do something that's really safe so that your body will make all of these antibodies, but it won't need to get sick. It could do it by getting a vaccine. So what you do is you get the genetic code of the virus, the building block genetic code. And in that genetic code is going to be a gene that's going to code for an RNA, which is going to make the protein on the virus that you want the body to make a response against. So how do we do that? We isolate the virus and we get the genetic code, and it's the sequence of all the genes. And you look at it and you say, I want to take that gene and pull it out, and I want to make RNA to make the protein that I want to make my vaccine. So you get the DNA, you code for the RNA, and you stick the RNA in a way that you give it to the person. And when that RNA gets in your body, what does it do? It starts coding for protein, and it starts spitting out protein. The body sees the protein, thinks it's the virus, but it's not the virus. It's only one protein of the virus. But the body doesn't know that. The body says, I'm going to make a response against this bad guy anyway. So it makes an antibody response to this protein. And then all of a sudden, you have in your body all of these antibodies that natural infection would have done. So that when you get exposed to COVID, your body's going to just go boom and get rid of those viruses. That's what a messenger RNA vaccine is.
Come on, clap your hands for Dr. Fauci. All right. Saints, I want to thank you. I am just taking the opportunity to give you this information. As I said in my greeting, I am concerned about the increase in infection, and I'm concerned about the fear that is in the hearts of the people. So, as your pastor, just want to bring to you some of the facts, and WhatsApp and all those social media sites bring all these different myths to bear. But I want you to put those aside and listen to the scientists, right? Listen to the scientists, and I guarantee you, you will make the right decision. Let me just close out with this. All right, just to review what we went over, and then I'm going to give you a contact information, right? The Bronx now has Yankee Stadium as one of the super sites where we can receive our vaccine. So just recap for our children, okay? Okay, so lessons learned when shopping. Don't touch a T-zone. T-zones, eyes, nose, and mouth. Don't pick up anything off the ground. Stay 6 feet apart. Avoid crowded areas. We learned about, are you feeling okay? Again, if you don't feel okay, know your body. Parents, listen to your child. Listen to your child. Also observe them, right? You may see a little flush on their face and, oh, mommy, I'm okay. Oh, dad, I'm okay. And they want to go to school because they just want to be at school. No, go see the doctor. And today, see the doctor. You don't have to leave your house. You get a phone call and you go on a virtual. Why you see the doctor? For their natural growth, general health, and their well-being. Then finally, stay healthy. Last video, going to the park and then going to school. Again, always travel with your hand sanitizer. You notice that young girl didn't have hers, but sure enough, they came with mom. Mom was a doctor. She had extra supplies, able to clean their hands after touching any surface on the outside. You got to find new ways to play. Shadow tag. I don't know about that, if that's feasible. But wear your mask properly, cover your nose and your mouth, and don't touch the T-zone. All right, that's a new word to learn, the T-zone. And then finally, all right, going back to school, new supplies. You will need to pack your face mask and your hand sanitizers. Your temperature will be taken. As you see in the clip, all kids were 97.7 degrees Fahrenheit, which means they were admitted into school. Anything above what, 98, 99, considered a fever, low-grade fever, above 100, you will not be admitted into school. They put you in a sheltered room until your guardian parent pick you up. Again, no high fives, use the elbow, all right, or the feet nudge, and sit at your own individual desk. Don't share your workstation. Don't share the tools you're playing with, your toys. Don't switch your mask. Don't touch the T-zone, eyes, nose, and mouth. And maintain social distancing, washing your hands at all times. And again, you can't share pencil. God, that sounds crazy, Pastor. You told us we must love one another. Love is kind. Love is sharing. But here we are in a pandemic and you don't want to share the germs. All right. So that's being kind, not sharing the germs. So everyone carry their own supplies. And if you do, talk to your teacher. He or she will have the sanitizer, the spray, and sanitize the instrument before you pass it on. And then again, when you go to lunch, if you're allowed to eat outside the classroom, make sure you're social distancing during lunch periods. I know you got to remove your mask. Don't put your mask on the desk. Put your mask on your person, back in your bag, because you got to put it back on your face. If possible, take more than one mask during the day because you've been going back and forth with that mask. Finally, for the Bronx vaccination site for Bronx residents, call 833-766-6769 to make an appointment. You can also go on the website, somusvaccinations.com. I checked it just this evening. They have slots from 10:30 until about 5:30, every 10-minute slots, all the way up until Friday. They look like they're closed on Sunday, or maybe Sunday was filled out, I'm not sure. You can also send off an email, communications@somuscommunitycare.org. All right. If anyone needs that, I'll make it available. You're on your phone, take a screenshot. It's on your TV, use a phone, take a picture. And this is what it looked like when I checked it today after church. February 15th, from 9:20 all the way down, there were slots every 10 minutes, right? On Tuesday, so on. So again, you got to be within the eligible pool, right? So not everybody yet can go, but what I've heard from the news, if you go, you wait in line, they're not going to turn you back if they got vaccines. All right. So I think that's it. Saints. I want to thank you all for joining. Thank you all for coming on. I'll open up the mics. If anyone want to just say a few words, I would